Hello, tech fans. This is Kelly Basie here with another week of the Gem Factor. Wait for it. Bam. That's a good sound effect right there. That actually makes that sound in real life. Did you know? Just kidding, it doesn't. Okay. Who is this crazy person and why am I watching this video? That's a great question that you have right now in your mind. So this is the Gem Factor. We take one job and we feature it based on 6 gems or reasons on why you would want to watch this, but quit your job for this job that we're about to feature. And at the end, we provide a final score out of 60. So you know, okay, is this truly a job that's interesting or fits my skill set or better for somebody else? And we suggest that you stay tuned and watch all of it because there's some exciting surprises throughout the way, but particularly, you're going to get a new job out of this. So let's get started. This week's job is an automation engineer. That's the buzzword sometimes, for automation these days. So I can't wait to tell you more about it, really. First one is a tech stack. So it's the first gem, and we're going to go through the tech. So it's a Ruby-focused automation engineering position. Have to have it. Have to have at least 2 years of experience within automation, at least a couple years within Ruby, if not more, would be preferred, but, not necessarily the main deal breaker, but at least 2. Cucumber, lettuce, gherkin. I just love saying the whole salad bar in this, but cucumber is needed. Selenium WebDriver is actually huge and a must on this. Again, that's that automation piece. So sorry, manual testers, this is not necessarily for you. This is an automation, quality assurance, but more of an engineering because there is a bit of programming that is involved within this. And Agile is huge. And this company, this is like their bread and butter. They work on it. They work in the iterations, the short iterations, and timeline driven, but it's really been proving to be the most efficient model for them and the moneymaker because that's why clients keep coming back to them over and over again, and they keep, being kind of promoted within the industry for a main asset to come for more of the web and the marketing presence side. So web or mobile testing experience is a must. Also Jenkins, if you've worked with Jenkins as a scheduler, and RSpec, so to write the integration or the unit test, that's a needed feature. And if you've written test cases and scenarios and debugging, all that good stuff when it comes to testing, that's the whole position right there. So we give this ranking a 10 out of 10 because it really is working with the latest stuff within the test aspect. So it doesn't get much better. We move on. So next is salary. And what's that number we see? 105 up to $105,000 for a test engineer, even if you have just a few years of experience, but you have this experience. That's awesome. I mean, come on, people. You don't get that. You don't get that in every part of the job, and industry out there. So great perks. Obviously, money is a huge benefit. And speaking of benefits, great benefits. So medical, dental, 401k, PTO, the whole shebang. This is definitely worth your time. We rank this a 10 out of 10 on the salary gem because, again, it's up there for its industry, and it's going to really provide, literally, for what you're looking for. Oh, little pausing for some Emerald advertising. Okay, so you've made it through your first 5 minutes. Not too bad, right? Well, meet Matt. Matt is the guy that you actually are going to want to talk to for this position. Matt is working in this space right now within the automation engineering space, but more importantly, he's heading up the Raleigh practice, Research Triangle Park. This position is in Raleigh, and Matt is your go-to for Emerald Resource Group. So matt@emeraldresourcegroup.com is how you get a hold of him, and he'll be more than happy and smiling the whole time as he talks to you on the phone. He's a great guy. You'll love it. He knows all about it. Loves the clients that he works with as well. So talk to him. If you like what you hear on this piece and this job alone, check out our other jobs. We have other jobs in Research Triangle area and within some other industries and even just within other locations. We're in Cleveland, Columbus, Cincinnati, and the Raleigh piece, Raleigh-Durham area. all sorts of positions. It's not going to be a waste of your time, trust me. Okay, enough of that, Kelly. We'll get back to the gem factor. Number 3 is growth. So this is always highlighting the growth of the company and the growth within the role, and really, like, could you see yourself here for the future? Well, diverse customer base for this company. They are the lead in their industry. And yeah, everybody says it, but they really are. They're the lead. They have a variety of customers, a growing revenue base, 60 plus clients nationally, and their clients are growing too because of what this company does. And really, it's boosting their web presence. Internal mobility. So what does that mean? Well, you get to plant your roots in this company, and then you get to grow, and you can spread your long limbs as far as wide as you want to, or even a little taller and higher. There's lots of ability to kind of shift in projects and really see a future for yourself here. Also, mentorship is huge. So they're big on really fostering the employee, but you also have the chance to impact your peers as well, impact your manager, and impact the customers. Talk about growth in a huge capacity. And really, they're actually a subset of a larger network. It'll make more sense when you talk to Matt, but there's a huge amount of stability. And obviously, if they're a subset, the parent company is growing and they've branched and they're already doing what they're doing now. Good things are yet to come. So we rank this actually a 10 out of 10 on the growth. So I think that's 3 10s in a row so far. You better keep watching. So next we move to flexibility. So flexibility, well, there's a lot of moving parts in this company and a lot of collaboration. People depend on you to show up. So when I say be there, be square, or triangle for research triangle, bam, yeah, that was a joke. Research triangle, folks, not be there, be square per se. You have to be there. You have to be there. You have to show up in the triangle and work. You can't show up at 11 a.m. because that's when you felt like coming in. You have to be there, but they'll flex your schedule a little bit, so come in at 7, leave at 4, come in at 8, leave at 5, 9, whatever. You need to be there. And not a whole lot of remote opportunities because the collaboration is huge and you're often maybe working with the client directly on some pieces and parts of it. So I don't know. I think it's an important thing. You actually can get your work done and you can self-manage yourself. So, and then like I said, the flex hours, they're people too. If you have to leave for an appointment or your kid's sick or whatever, they get it. They'll work with you on that. So overall, we say flexibility is an 8. Again, you can't show up in your slippers and your blankie and or sick and whatever. You show up at 3. No, you actually have to be there. So 8 out of 10 for flexibility. Oh, and we pause. We pause just for a snippet of a little bit more advertising. And this week, again, we feature Stingray Tech. Who are they? Well, they're the video experts. Tim and his crew, they do this for us week after week after week, and they're so great. They provide me the comic relief. I provide them a little bit of comic relief so I can do it for you. And oh man, it's just fun. It's just fun to do this. And why is it fun? Because, well, it's part of our mission is to get great opportunities in front of you when you don't pick up our calls. So that's why I do this, is so that you somehow hear about them and then you share it with your friends and your network. And Tim understands that here at Stingray Tech, so that's why he does it for us. So if you have a video need, totally contact them, stingraytech.com. They're great to work with. They're the video experts. Okay, we move on. Number 5 is perks. So I don't know. To highlight people as a perk, that must say a lot about the company. You talk to people that work there now, their managers and their peers, their mindset's all in one. They say, we can teach the skill set. So we can teach you guys some of that salad bar of a automation experience needed, cucumber, and even some selenium, but we can't teach culture. Culture is just embedded within our group and embedded within the people. They're fun to work with. You'll make lifelong friends here. You can hang out with them. You actually like talking to them. It's just, there's an overall feel about the people, and I think that's a huge perk and a great asset if you want to come to work every day. You want to actually contribute to a team that you like. So also the access to the business team you're going to be working with. business analysts, developers, the managers, the vice presidents, decision makers. Your work is influencing the whole spectrum within the company. And then also I'd say a perk is it's the downtown hub of Raleigh. So this city's growing. I don't know if you've been there. I don't think I have, but I want to. I want to because it's like one of the number one growing IT hubs in the nation, which is awesome, right? And there's restaurants, shops, other businesses, lots of bikes, lots of people riding on bikes, and just the excitement of being a growing city and up and coming, and people they're moving here and they're planning their families here. So overall, we rank this a 9 out of 10 on perks just because of all that and more. So talk to Matt, he'll tell you more. Okay, and the last one is the coolness factor. So yeah, I have to say it again. Research Triangle Park, one of the top fastest growing IT hubs in the nation, and reasonable cost of living too, if I might add. Sorry, West Coast, East Coast, New York, Silicon Valley, you guys are just too expensive to live in. Please. Okay, moving on to that. Automation. So automation engineering, it's ahead of the curve. You're not just stuck in the manual side. Automation, here to stay. Job security. If you focus your role more on this piece, you're going to be around and you're going to be needed for a long time within IT. Also, just working within the mobile and web space, that's not going away either. We wouldn't be here. I don't know. We do IT recruiting. I mean, come on, people. This is the day and age. 2000s here, 2010s, 20s to come, 30s, 40s. I don't know. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll be in a bubble. I won't be in the mobile world. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I'm excited to find out, and you're going to be a part of that here. And then last but not least, this is a tech company. So this is a tech company that is IT's a budget, but it's like their whole budget, right? So it's not just like siloed in one little piece of it. No, they're going to invest in what's needed to actually fulfill projects, and you can recommend their tools, and you get to see them implemented. So I don't know. Coolness, we give it a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for coolness factor. I think you could agree on that as well. All right, so the moment that we always wait for. What's the GEM ranking? A 56 out of 60. That's a high one. This is great. And I'm not trying to just like sell you on the job, though, I wouldn't be telling you if I didn't want to at least, sell you a little bit on the job. But I mean, I don't rank everything a 56 out of 60. I think one job has only had like a 60 out of 60. Most of the time, early, like 50, 51, with the ranking 56 out of 60. Raleigh people, wake up, smell the coffee and the sunshine. This is worth talking to us about. So your responsibility is to apply to this job. Go to our career search function, find automation engineer under the Raleigh space. You can talk to Matt. Email him at matt@emeraldresourcegroup.com. Yes, that long word. emeraldresourcegroup.com, that's us. And also tweet this, repost it, and share it because, that's what you do. If you know somebody, tell them about it. We do referral fees. Yeah, we do that. But that's not even the point. Be a good citizen and tell your friend who's an automation guy who hates his job right now or maybe is kind of starting to look or wants a new sort of space to be in. If he's qualified, tell him about it. So that's what I do here week after week after week. I'm here for you, tell you about all these opportunities. So with that, that's the GEM factor, and I'll be here next week. Until then, have a good one. I'm Kelly Basie.